What's chirping, crickets? This is Kim from Kim Takes On, back with another video for you guys. Me and, of course, my co-host Terrence the Wonder Duck. Terrence says hello. Hello. This is another show all about Eurovision, as I mentioned last week. This is Dear Eurovision, What the Hell? Now, not everything on this list is a what the hell. I'll actually tell you when we're getting into that territory. But I would like to talk about some other Eurovision songs that people actually know. They might not know they were Eurovision songs at one point, but some of them are really well known as being, standards and stuff like that, since the Eurovision Song Contest is this weekend. To everybody who has come to represent their country, good luck to you all, and I hope everything, works out great for you. So let's just begin with a few songs that people might know but might not know that they were from Eurovision, and those would include Volare, which was Italy's song for Eurovision from 1957. At the risk of making anybody out in the audience feel old other than me, I know certain people of certain ages probably don't remember the song Volare, but I do. I mean, I remember it being more from a car commercial or something when I was a kid, but anyway. Another great song that I used to hear this on the radio a lot when I was younger. They played it on some of the more, of course, I'm old enough that I actually remember when AM radio actually played music instead of just all being talking blah blah. Eras Tu, which was from 1973, which was the Eurovision entry for Spain that year, and I've heard it quite a lot. Growing up on the radio, they used to play it a lot, and I always thought it was a beautiful song. It's just one of those really pretty songs. Once you hear it, you can't forget it. It's just really a great earworm, because sometimes earworms can be horrible, but sometimes earworms can be great. And Eras Tu was one of those songs. If you hear it once, you'll wind up singing it again, a couple of days, weeks, months, years later, as you're just kind of doing something, and it'll float into your brain for one reason or another. That also brings up the next song, which I didn't know for a very long time. But we actually heard it. We heard about the song in a film. I know this is kind of convoluted, but go with me. There was a film that more people should have seen because it was amazing. It was a film called Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. And there is a part in the film where one of the characters is talking to another character, and they're talking about how their father had memorized all the winners of Eurovision as a way to chat women up. And one of the songs that was mentioned was this song by a band called Teachin, who were from the Netherlands. And it was a song from 1975 called Ding a Dong. They mentioned this in the movie, and TC straight up loses it in the theater. I mean, quietly. I mean, he is a gentleman after all, so he doesn't lose it like loud and obnoxious or anything like that. He was just like, oh my gosh, I know that song. I can't believe they mentioned that song. And I'm like, what the hell is Teachin, and what the double hell is Ding a Dong? So he played it for me, and now that song is living rent-free in my head, and it won't leave. The weird thing about Ding a Dong is it's one of these songs, and I know people are going to be like, what? It's very much like Mbop in the way that Mbop has this really bouncy beat to it. But if you listen to the lyrics, it's actually kind of very deep and kind of depressing. And that's the same thing with Ding a Dong. I mean, it's got this infectiously bouncy beat to it. But the song's all about, like, you know, when it feels that it's all over and they've let you down, dry your tears and all this stuff like that. And I'm like, wait a minute, this song is friggin' depressing. What the crap? But it definitely is one of those kind of earwormy songs that will just all of a sudden come into your head when you're not planning on it. And every time that happens, I blame TC. It's his fault. So, which I know he's probably going, great, thanks, babe, throw me under the bus. Another song that I remember hearing when I was a kid, is a song from 1976. I never realized that this was a Eurovision song. Had no idea. It was a song called Save Your Kisses From Me by a band called the Brotherhood of Man. And it's not a bad little song. It's actually very sweet. The thing about the song, if you see a performance of it from back in the 70s, besides the fact that you're looking at 70s clothes, which, yike, or 70s hair, which is double yike in a bag of chips, is there's a little dance that's done with the song. Dance. I mean, I can't do it. I mean, I'll be the first to admit I can't do it. I've mentioned previously that I made more than one choreographer cry back in high school and college, but I mean, it's very 70s, and we'll just kind of leave it there. One person that I definitely want to bring up, who is a person that had one of the most amazing. Now, I really did not get into Eurovision at first. When TC was like, "Oh, we'll be able to see it this year," I was like, "Yay, great, terrific." I mean, but then I started actually listening to the music, and I was like, "Hey, this is really good. Hey, that was really great. What the hell did I just watch?" You know, stuff like that. And there's one artist that I really, really enjoyed her work in 2018. Her name is Netta. She was the representative for Israel, and her song was called Toy, and it kicked ass. It was a great song. And any song that mentions Pikachu, I mean, come on, you're mentioning Pikachu. How bad can the song be? And I thought it was an amazing song. And I look at the people in Eurovision and I'm like, you know, when you think about it, what they're doing is, it's really cool. Like I said last week, it's music. It's all about music, and it should be all about music and not have anything to do with politics and, you know, and all that. That's not what it's about. It's supposed to be about music bringing people together. And that's great. That's awesome. Even some of the music that I'm going to talk about in a minute that's, you know, falls into the what the hell category. I'm not saying that some of this music isn't great. I'm just saying that some of the performances were really, the hell did I just watch? So that's where we are right now. We are in the Dear Eurovision, what the hell, part of the show. Beginning with 2019's entry from Romania, a song by Ilinska featuring Alex Floria. I'm sorry. I'm probably going to butcher a whole bunch of names during this, so I'm sorry. It's a song called Yodel It. And no, we're not talking about the little snack cakes. You know what, yodel actually sounds really good right now. I know, focus. Terrence is telling me that I have to keep focused because Terrence really keeps it right on the show. He's very, very much a stickler. Thank you. Yodel It is a song that actually blends together yodeling and rap. Sure. Why not? I mean, what the hell? You know, I mean, the entire country of Romania can't be wrong, right? I mean, I guess. I mean, they did give us Dracula, so I guess they're kind of sorry. It's really kind of the thing that really pisses me off is when I heard this song, I was like, this actually doesn't suck, which is ironic since it is from Romania. It's a whole vampire pun thing. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that. It's not a bad little song. I mean, it's not the kind of thing I usually listen to, but it's got a great message, and I can't yodel. I'll be the first to admit I can't yodel. I don't know how anybody does it. I've never been able to figure it out because I'd probably choke if I tried to do it. And I don't mean I don't mean choke as in like baseball players choke and stuff like that. I mean, I literally think I'd be on the ground being like, I can't breathe. People say I'm melodramatic. Can you get over that? I can't get over that. Okay. 2007. I'm sorry, I have to look at a little notebook. 2007 gave us Eurovision that year, and it gave us Flying the Flag from the United Kingdom. Yeah. Okay. This is weird. I mean, when you want to come up with a song that's going to, bring all your countrymen and women and people together and say, yes, we want this song to represent our glorious nation. So you do a song about airplanes, like about flight crew stuff, and do it in a way that makes it look like it's a video for something else. Something that has kind of a different kind of music to it. Kind of a bow chicka bow wow kind of. It's like a video. Okay, they're fine. I said it. That's all I get from this damn performance is this looks like an adult video vibe. Not that I would know what those look like. I mean, goodness knows. I mean, I am a lady after all. It's just, I'm like, this is what you got. You guys, this is what you wanted. Okay. I mean, people in England obviously liked you enough to send you to Eurovision, I guess. I mean, you want to rickroll the whole, continent? Rickroll the whole continent. Knock yourself out. But I don't get it. I don't think anybody got this, other than the fact that people loved it because it was just one of those, what the hell in the most awesome way, and that was Hard Rock Hallelujah from Lordi, 2006, Finland. Finland, you so crazy. This, wow. I mean, anybody who remembers when Kiss would, perform with, the makeup and the costumes and the pyro and all that other stuff like that and thought that was the craziest thing you ever saw, Lordi comes along and goes, hold my beer. Because I'm like, how do you people walk in these costumes, much less play guitar and drums and sing? And I was just kind of, I watched this video and this was my face. I mean, I was just completely like, okay. I was like, they're a clean, I don't want to say cleaner. That's not the word I want. They're a less horrifying looking version of Gwar. You just have to see the video. Hopefully you go check all these videos out because you can find them on YouTube. Just, Google it, search the name of the band or the title of the song or whatever. I hope you'll find it. But I mean, this was just completely like, wow. I was like, where the hell was this band when the PMRC were making my life hell? That would have been great. Alrighty. Going from one extreme to another, because first you have Lordi, who looks like they stepped out of a D&D campaign. And then from 2012, you have the complete opposite of that, because you have grandmas and cookies. You have, and I'm going to mess this up, and I'm warning you right out front, Buranovskia, I think I said that sort of correctly, Babushki from Russia with a song called Party for Everybody. And when I tell you it's grandmas, I'm not being facetious. It's grandmas. It's a whole bunch of Russian ladies who look like they've got grandkids, and they're dressed in very beautiful traditional Russian clothing, and they're baking cookies on stage in an oven. There's an actual oven on stage, and they're actually baking cookies, and then they're singing, and it's the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. It's just so damn cute. I'm like, why aren't they running Russia? They do a better job than the guy that's in there now. They seem really super cool. I like them. Long live Russian grannies. They're amazing. I just thought it was just the coolest, cutest thing ever. Okay, now the opposite of cute, and I'm not saying anybody in the act is unattractive. I won't say that, but very much the opposite of gentle, sweet grannies is Finland again. Again, we go back to Finland, you so crazy. For 2023's Cha 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 from Karija. I think that's right. This is like what would happen if an entire rave was this close to your face. This stuff is loud, it's aggressive, it's completely like, we are getting hammered, we are going to get hammered, we are going to keep getting hammered, and you're going to watch it. Cha, cha, cha. Actually it's more cha, 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 cha. The clothing choices were interesting. Let's go with interesting. Yeah, we'll do that. That's yay subtlety. Just check it out for real. Okay, now we get to one that I was completely like, are you all for real? I mean, so the thing you have to understand about Eurovision, which I didn't realize at first, stupid me, when performers are sent to Eurovision, some performers are very serious. They're actually serious singers performing, not always serious songs, but they're performing something that's an actual song and not just effing around. I didn't realize that sometimes we wind up with people just showing up and effing around. I mean, the turkey puppet from Ireland should have really clued me in the first time, because I was like, what the hell is a Skeksis from the Dark Crystal doing on my music show? Because I'm a nerd. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about Dustin. No, what I'm talking about is from 2006 from LT United from Lithuania. And I'm sorry, LT United sounds like an airline or a soccer team or football. Sorry. I know this Europe. Sorry. A song called We Are the Winners. And people apparently have compared this to We Are the Champions. Spoiler alert, they're wrong. Spoiler alert also for We Are the Winners, because that's what the song is. It's We Are the Winners of Eurovision. That's it. Being performed by guys in suits. Spoiler alert again, they weren't the winners. I'm sorry, I'm sitting there watching this going, frickin' really? Frickin' really? This is what you all sent to... Okay, Lithuania, you know what you're doing. Allegedly. Okay. This one, I have to admit, I don't know what the hell the song's about. Nope. Didn't pay attention to the song. Couldn't. pay attention to the song. You know why I couldn't pay attention to the song? And no, Terrence, it's not because I have the attention span of your average house cat. And thank you so much for having to throw that in there. Wise guy. No. The reason that I couldn't pay attention to Italy's, I actually don't have the date on this. I'm sorry. I'm sure TC will put it in here because he's helpful like that. The reason that I couldn't pay attention to Francisco Gabini's Occidentalis Karma was because of the guy in the friggin' gorilla suit. I'm not making that up. There is a guy in a gorilla suit on purpose. This isn't somebody that like rushed the stage or whatever, because Eurovision's had that happen too. And don't do that. That's not cool. It's never cool. Don't rush the stage. Don't try and make some political statement. Don't be that jerk. But seriously, this guy is singing his song and all this stuff like that, and there's some dude in a gorilla suit, and not even a good gorilla suit. We're talking like Ed Wood movie level gorilla suit, running around doing a dance? Dance? I mean, gorillas, as far as I know, don't dance. I mean, I'm not going to go ask one because I'm a fool, not an idiot, and it's a friggin' gorilla. But I could not tell you what that song was about, because all that my brain would let me focus on was the guy running around in the gorilla suit. I'm sorry. Apparently, my brain just decides to do what it wants and hijacks the rest of my body to just follow what it says. So, unlike 2007 gave the world Verka Serduchka from Ukraine and Dancing Lasha Tumbai. You need to stop this video right now and go watch that song. Go watch the video for this song. Verka Serduchka is amazing and wonderful, and I love her, and she's just awesome. This song is amazing and awesome, and I love it. I sing it in my head because I can't actually sing the words because I can't say them. I actually love this song, and I sing the tune to myself if I'm sad. It will get in your head. It will live there for the rest of your life, and you'll be happy it does, because it picks you up whenever you're feeling down. Which is that segues right into the next song. As I mentioned earlier, some songs are earworms. I mean, we all know what an earworm is. It's a song that gets in your head and lives there forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Now, if you're like me, who has no head for politics, very little head for sports, and the rest of my brain is mostly made up of movie quotes and such like that, there's a lot of songs in my head. They live there very rent-free. And that's also where this song qualifies, because once you hear it once, the chorus is going to be in your head for at least 5 or 6 hours after you hear it. And you won't mind. I don't mind. From 2008, from Latvia, Pirates of the Sea. Thought that name was weird. Pirates of the Sea, as opposed to Pirates of the Delicatessen. I mean, I don't know. But it's a song called Wolves of the Sea, and it's all about being pirates. Being pirates in the kind of, not in the, like, the real way. I mean, because let's be really honest. Pirates weren't all looking like, Errol Flynn or Captain Jack Sparrow or whatever. And they weren't nice people for the most part. They did bad things. But, it's the whole swashbuckling and, kind of, the whole romanticism that people talk about pirates and stuff like that. And back then, pirates were hot. And the damn chorus of this song will sit in the back of your brain and come roaring out when you don't expect it. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't care who knows it. Unlike a song that I really hated. I mean, hated. And hate is a very strong word. We'll get to that in a minute. But Conan Osiris. Oh boy. I don't know what was going on with this. I don't. From 2019, Conan Osiris from Portugal and their song Telemovia, which is about cell phones. I wish I was making that up. I really do. I wish I could be like, ha, I got ya. No, it's a song about cell phones. I don't know why it's a song about cell phones. I don't know why we needed a song about cell phones. I know I didn't need a song about cell phones, but apparently Portugal didn't ask the rest of us. So here we are. Okay. 2020. 2020 sucked. We all know 2020 sucked. It was a very scary time for all of us. And Eurovision had to be modified a lot. But that didn't mean we didn't find some great music and great bands and things to get obsessed about. And one of those things from 2020, from Iceland, was Dadi Freyr and his band, whose name I will not pronounce at the moment because I don't want to murder the name, because I like Dadi and I don't want to insult him. And their song, Think About Things. TC instantly got obsessed with the music and the band, and so did I, because it's awesome. This is another one of those kind of, okay, so that's a dance. Oh, we're going with that for a dance. How brave? Let's go with brave. We'll go with brave. It's a great song, though. Absolutely fantastic song. So much fun and beautiful. And it introduced us to Dadi and his music and his... You know how there's that old saying that there's a fine line between genius and insanity? And every once in a while you meet a person that's doing hopscotch between that. That's Dadi. That's completely Dadi. And I mean that in the most positive way possible. The irony is that the next what the hell thing I'd like to bring up is another band from Iceland who is polarly opposite from Dadi, because Dadi's music it's not always sweet. I mean, sometimes depends on what he's talking about. And sometimes it's silly and sometimes it's, this, that, and the other thing. This song was the equivalent of a punch in the nose. It was a song from a band called Hatari from 2019. A song called Hatrio Monsigra. I know I probably completely butchered that. I'm sorry. But translated, that means hate will prevail. So this is part of Eurovision. Eurovision, which was put together to promote peace and goodwill and trying to bring people together through music and all that good stuff like that there. So along comes Hatari and goes, F that noise, and we get this song called Hate Will Prevail. So the Missing the Point award goes to, no, I'm not, hey, the people in Iceland decided to send it, so, I can't cast stones on them for that. That's on them, not me. Okay. Again, this is one of those, this apparently is a comedy act, and this was apparently done as comedy. I don't know who laughed at it, because I could tell you who didn't. It's a song called Leto Svet from, I'm going to screw this all to hell, and I know it. Kres Ira Radio, I think, something like that. I probably completely butchered that too. I'm sorry. From 2008, from Estonia. I'm sorry, if you watch the Eurovision performance of this, I'm like, who let the knot wiggles in? because they've got these outfits that are they're like all one color outfits in primary colors, and it's very much not the Wiggles. But I don't know why I got Wiggles vibes from this, because that's where my brain went, and sometimes my brain and the rest of me are not on the best of terms. My brain went out one day and never came back. Didn't even leave a note or anything. Okay, and the last thing I'd like to talk about in my what the hell category. One word. Jedward. Just freaking Jedward. For those of you who are going, what the frig is Jedward? Jedward was Ireland's entry to Eurovision twice, in 2011 and 2012. Once with a song called Lipstick and once with a song called Waterline. Jedward were a pair of identical twins, and their fashion choices were something. Not entirely sure what the something is, but they were something. Eek. And the songs were very Eurovision. I mean, the one word you hear a lot when you hear people talk about Eurovision is cheesy. And you could make pizzas with these two songs. They're that cheesy. If you're lactose intolerant, you might not want to watch these videos because it could hurt you. I'm sorry. That wasn't very nice. I'm sorry. I mean, people in Ireland must have thought they were good enough to get through, right? Or they were trolling the entire continent of Europe. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I'm not sure. You're the same people that sent a turkey puppet one year. So, you be you, Ireland. If you have loved or hated a Eurovision piece and you'd like to talk about it, or you'd like to write and tell me, wow, I agree with you, or what are you talking about? That was awesome. PlatinumRoselle@yahoo.com. I would love to hear from you. And I hope that you will check out the other portions of our little island of misfit toys, all the other videos that are out here on this channel. And I hope that you have an awesome rest of your week and that everything that you want good in your life comes your way. So this is Kim for Kim Takes On and Terrence the Wonder Duck saying have a great week, listen to some music, and just enjoy life as much as you can.